Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of my Space Engineers scenario thing. I still haven't figured out what I wanted to do with this yet. So you'll notice I've already gone ahead and labeled this episode 2 for the second episode because I went ahead and did a couple things, saved it as episode 2. But before we went in there, I wanted to do what I wanted to do last episode and kind of show the way I have this set up. I have a mod installed that gives me 100 times character inventory size, so this doesn't matter as much. You could set this however you want. It's going to be 100 times. Realistic block inventory size, assembler efficiencies, safe environment. This just means no meteor showers. Let's see, and then we're not deleting the respawn ship. We auto heal if we drop real low. Thruster damage exists, not permadeath. Oh, cargo ships, that was supposed to be on. I think random encounters was supposed to be on too. The important ones are in-game scripts, and then I have progression on. That's a choice. And I like having air tightness on. Where'd it go? There it is, air tightness. And yeah, that's the important ones there. And then real quick, we're gonna run through my mods real quick. Decorative. This is a decorative thing. It just actually, those consoles actually work. All the things in here do stuff. They just like look differently. Like the kitchen adds like a fridge that works like the med bay and like heals you. Automatic inventory sorting. I can actually take this out. It's not necessary because they have a script that will do it. So automatic ore pickup. This is the mod that like auto picks up the stuff I mine. Build vision. Full size conveyor. Compact antenna. Larger gravity gens. Solar power tweak. No, I didn't realize I had that in here, actually. My solar power will be, like, 10 stronger. A small advanced rotor, sneaky sounds, camera panning, clear camera screen, just because the cameras always look, like, blurry. Milky Way, this just makes the sky look cooler at night. Paint gun, particle wave cannon, and space just got real. This is the mod that makes it super dark at night. So I just wanted to kind of run through some of those in case anybody cared. But now we can load in. While we're loading in, my sister happened to have watched the first episode of Space Engineers Survival, whatever. And she pointed out that I broke the first rule of Minecraft by digging straight down in my first episode, which led me to an interesting point. I didn't say this, and this may come as a shock to some of you guys, but this is not Minecraft. I know it seems like Minecraft. That's a crazy concept, but this is actually not Minecraft with like 4,000 mods and like a super HD texture pack. This is actually a different game. I know, crazy. But this is not Minecraft. So now that we've gotten that cleared up, let's discuss what I did between episodes. So I think this wasn't finished between episodes, and it is now. I took those 3 medical components from I tore down the survival kit out of the ship, and we'll be there in a second. I also built this, which is the H2O2 generator. Again, took apart that one. This is pretty close, except it requires a lot more steel plates, which is why I needed to build this, because I couldn't access the assembler to build more steel plates until I built that. So this is all built. I took it out of the ship up here. So, and I went ahead and did a lot of the progression stuff off camera, just because I didn't think it was super important to see. Oh, that was loud. So sorry. Didn't think it was super... Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta turn my stuff down, apparently. I never get any notifications, but man, as soon as it's inconvenient to have some notifications, you know for a fact you'll be getting some. Alright, so we got that. Oh yeah, so the progression. So I did a lot of the progression stuff, like I built a interior wall so that I can access this stuff. A lot of the stuff you can just tear down from here and just rebuild instead, which is what I did. If you're ever wondering how to unlock something, progressions tab, this unlocks those, unlocks these, you know, the way you'd think it would work. So I should be able to build everything I need now. So you can see I tore down like all of the inners of this ship. I'm gonna want to take these out of the market because they only have one connection point, and that's the top. And so, you know, if they're just sitting in there, they'll just explode, and that would not be a good time. So, oops, that's not one. So I want to go ahead and do this. Maybe what I want to do is get it up in the air. So really, I'm not going to do anything too crazy with this. I've seen some people do some really insane stuff with the starting ship and, like, make it a great little first mining vehicle. As I said, my inventory is, like, times 100. So it doesn't make any sense for me to, like, you know, spend time and make this like an insane mining ship when I can hold more space than it can. Hold on, I'll be right back. Honey. Honey. Why didn't you put him? Where's your head? Okay, I have returned. So, sorry, Rose came home. So I had to say hi. So, we'll just build a cockpit here so that we can control the ship. And then, it's good enough it runs. And then I need one thruster in every major direction, except for down. And remember, oh, wow. So, So we need atmospheric thrusters, of course. Remember, thrusters require one of these metal grids, which we got 4 of from that hydrogen thruster, luckily. I think I want to put it here. It's going to be awkward because the ship is not anchored to the ground.
Pineapple? No.
Let's see. Here and right. And again, I'm just using this ship for looking for ore veins. Once I have ore veins and have collected some, I shouldn't need to use this ship anymore. I should be able to build like a good one. An actual mining vessel, if you will. So, build these up. Hopefully I have enough overall components. Luckily this thing already comes with an ore detector, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, I need a large steel tube. Probably need 2 of them. Yep, so let's go get 2... I got turned around. There we go, base. 2 large steel tubes. Ow, that hurt. So... So really what we're looking for is cobalt, and that's because it's required to make the metal grids. See? Cobalt, nickel, and iron. So if we get cobalt, nickel, and iron, it won't matter. We can do the thing. First. I'm just going to disassemble some of these so that I can make the thing that I want to make. Assemble. There we go. Perfect. No, wait. I need 2. There we go. Now I have 2. And I should be able to put this on the ship. And there. Alright, so this ship should, in theory, be able to fly. But first, we got to turn on the up thrusters. There's 4 of them, and they turn off by default. So now, whoa. V to go to third person. Oh, you know what I didn't put on here? Gyroscope. If I can get out of the ship, that'd be fantastic. Now, let's see. Gyroscopes. Gyroscopes let you turn the ship. I shouldn't need 2. I should honestly just need 1. Oh, these require steel tube too. Damn, that's annoying. So... Let's get this large steel tube real quick. And then maybe I'm blind. Hold on, can't find it. There it is. Can I build 2? See if I can do that. Get some more steel plates. It doesn't look like it, so I can only build 1 of these anyway, it looks like, so, which is fine. Like I said, you should only need 1. The ship's not very big, and it's not going to be carrying a lot of weight, so it won't matter. Alright, so we got that. So now, see, we can turn the ship. Perfect. So this ship doesn't have enough thrusters on all sides to be able to like I can't turn it sideways and stay up. You can see we're falling. And now we're on the ground. So we gotta stay kind of flat with the horizon, which you can see here where my crosshair is, or down in the bottom right. So we have an ore detector on here, and the way to find ores is just kind of fly really high. And we're looking for like, so that's our cute little base right there. And we're looking for like little black spots that are not trees, like that, where my crosshair is. I think that's them. They're really hard to see, especially when the trees start coming into view, but I'm pretty sure this is some. Overshot, but it's hard to fly because, like I said, I don't have enough thrusting power. Forward. Go down. See how, like, there's little black speckles? And when we get in close enough, we should get a signal at the ores. There we go, silver. Is that all that's here? It's kind of in. We should make sure that my ore detector is at max range too. It is. So, oh no, there's cobalt here too. Awesome. So there's the cobalt we needed. Success. So K, GPS, new from current position. And we'll just say silver and cobalt. As long as you know what it means, it doesn't really matter. No. So, I think what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and fly around and look for some more of these. Because I'm going to want to try and find some of all the different types of ore. That way when I need them, I can find them. But I'm also going to have to make sure I don't fly too close to the bases, because that would stink. Because this ship doesn't have any weapons on it. Not like at all. Or armor. Let's see. Like I said, the little black spot things are like hard to find. So you have to kind of like fly really high and then kind of fly down and not crash into the ground. Or fly a ship like a maniac. Let's see. Make sure I'm not. Ooh, I think I am almost in range of one of these things. Ooh, there's some right there. Wonder what that is. Go find out. Trying not to like fly straight into the ground, because that's kind of dangerous. Oh, there we go, gold. Is that all that's here? Might be all that's here. But there's gold here. So, new GPS marker. Gold. Maybe. And there we go. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead, take a break right here while at least not recording it, and I'm gonna explore kind of the area and see what little ore nodes I can find real quick. I just figured it would be boring watching me fly around and, you know, I guess if I crash into the ground, I'll let you know. So, I will be right back. Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. So, it's been some time. I have been flying I don't know. I guess it's flying because I'm in a ship. And I think I found a decent number of little veins. This ice lake's pretty nice. And there's like ores. I didn't know this could happen. Just because I didn't know. But apparently ores can spawn in the ice lake. So that's pretty cool. So, did that. This ice lake, though, is really close. Like, that's only 7.9. At 6, they start sending enemies. So, like, you just gotta be careful. And then that is actually a cargo ship. So we're gonna not get hit by that. What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I do. That's a unknown signal. So now that I've got a bunch of stuff marked, like look, I know I had it up originally, but I found some stuff. Alright. A lot of ice, silicon, and magnesium, so not as much iron as I would have preferred. And I'm sure I missed some. Like, I was just flying around and, like, stopping where I thought I saw the black spots. Which, by the way, again, it's hard to tell. So, like, I stopped. See, look, I missed one. I flew all the way here. Didn't even see this one. We're gonna crash. This is gonna be hard. Ooh, that was really close. That says magnesium. Is that it? I feel like I'm not detecting as much stuff as I could be. Like, there's no way that this is just magnesium. But I guess we'll save it as magnesium and come back. I do have a ship. That's not what I wanted to do. Current position. There is a ship that I have saved in the workshop. It's not mine. It is called... Where is it? This one. Ore Scout. Vanilla, but it uses a large ore detector, which is nice because it's got a much larger range. So it's really good for just kind of like scouring areas without having to be like up close to the ground like that. So let's get rid of some of these markers. And we'll go back to base right now. Did I not turn them all off? This one? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, okay, I see. So you have to scroll down, that's how many I found. There we go. Alright, now back to base. So, let's go ahead and pilot back to base. Try not to get killed. Because like I said earlier, that this thing has no weapons on it. So, you know, it would definitely not be fun. Actually, we don't have to go back to base yet. We need to get iron and cobalt, right? This looks like a good vein, right? Is it close? What's this one? Actually, I kind of want nickel because I'm going to need nickel too. So one of these two. Who's closest? There's one there. And one all the way over there. Let's do that one. Because I think it'll actually be closer. Or am I tripping? Where's spawn? Or the base? Is that the base? So yeah, that's the base. So then we got one all the way out there and one right there. Okay, so we're going to that one. See, GPS signals are hard. I'm pretty sure, is it Alt? Yeah, there we go, Alt. That was the button I wanted. It's dangerous when flying because you adjust your flight pattern or whatever, flight sight. Alright, so we're gonna set her on down real easy. And again, there's no storage on this. because, you know, I don't need it. So let's start with the iron. Probably detect some of these other ores as we head on down there. You know, I didn't check my hydrogen levels before I came down here though. So I hope that I don't run out, because that was it. We're gonna want a large sum of iron. So, but again, I really need the cobalt too. So we're gonna have to look around for that to find it more exactly. Should have really mined some of this stuff out while I was off camera. Didn't think about it though, of course. I really like having the auto pickup, because like if I didn't have that mod installed right now, all these rocks would just be like collecting down here, and it just gets annoying. I like how big this vein is actually. This is gonna keep me going for a while. So now, let's see if we can find that cobalt just by running around. Be preferred. Also doesn't look like it's gonna be that simple. Maybe I do need a drill here then, just so that I can check some stuff. Just dig down a little farther. Like, and the ores normally spawn together, so like it would definitely be odd to just have iron here. But it could also just be crazy, who knows? I mean, I might find it by now. Okay, well let me, so you can see how deep this ore vein is. It's not super deep, but it's probably super long. Let me come back in a second and see if I can find this cobalt. And then, and I will actually, so I'm gonna go ahead, come back in a second, mine and fill my inventory with iron and some cobalt, and then I'll come back when I'm heading back to base to process all of this and try not to destroy the bottom of this ship. And then, yes. So, and then we'll go from there. So, I will be back in just a second. Alright everyone, I'm back. So, I did find the cobalt and mined some of that. And I got 10,000, and I got about 51,000 iron. And just in time too, because if you look, I am about to run out. Get out of the hole! Dang it. To run out of hydrogen.
Fuel low.
Yeah. So there we go, 7%. So thank goodness for not running out of fuel. It's also pitch black out, because, you know, it'd be too convenient to fly back during the day. So, super dark. But I think that was successful. Oh, I didn't, well, it's dark. You couldn't have seen the cobalt hole anyway. It was just a little bit ahead of where I had the ship anyway, and it's like right below the surface. It's like really close. I didn't even have to dig down that far. So that was convenient. And of course it was, you know, right there. So let's try not to crash into any trees. There are lights on here, actually. Just taking up a little bit. That might help, but only if we get really close to something. And hopefully we aren't trying to get close to anything. I don't have any kind of like spotlights or anything to notify me out a bit if I'm getting close to something. So, there's the base. Oh, you can kind of see it. I should put some lights on the base so that I can see it. Nice. So this ship is actually not going to last very long. It's almost dead. Which, I mean, it succeeded in its, like, purpose. I mean, I consider that a win. So, real quick, thrusters off.
Fuel
Yeah.
low.
And I should turn the lights off too, actually.
Fuel low.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, I have my thing here. So, and I picked up the ice back from when I destroyed the thing and just never put it in here again. Let it refill me. Refill it again. We're gonna have to get ice next time we go out, I think. So, first stone, because it processes really quickly. I'm gonna need some kind of storage, which I can do once I get some more metal grids. I'm gonna want a couple of those, handful of those, handful of these to make a battery for the base. A bunch of computers just because they're necessary. Construction components, displays. That should be enough displays if I'm being honest. Girders. And we'll just make sure we got steel plates at the end of that because we'll always need steel plates. So process this. And I want to go ahead and try and get a large cargo container on here. I think I'm going to do... The base is going to be this way. So if we kind of try and map that out a bit. Then like, oh, hold on. I don't know why that's happening. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I don't know what that was. It was weird. Oh, shit. And there we go. So, I'm thinking... I don't want this here. I'm thinking... There. Right? 3. I haven't really decided. And then I'm actually not going to do ramps. I'll do like stairs up. And we can build from there. So this is... Anything I place out here is going to be temporary then, is the point. But I think I can put a storage block here. Right there. That would be a good spot for it, right there. And in order to do that, I want a large storage container. Just because it just saves me time. They're huge, but they hold a lot of things. So I'm going to need a lot more interior plates. 24 metal grids, so that's why we needed the cobalt. Interior plates, not steel plates. It's good to know, because I don't think I'm making any of those. And we are making the power cells. Again, that's important because we really do need a battery on the base. So, go ahead and process more stone. And I should actually go ahead and put the cobalt in here. The cobalt takes like a super long time. And that's not stone, that's totally iron. Don't judge me, I'm stupid. So, I'm going to totally want to make sure the cobalt, because look how slow this cobalt processes. It's important, very important, especially for the metal grids, but it takes a long time to process. But now I can start making these metal grids, and I'm going to need more than that, actually. Just make that many. So, what are we missing? Nickel? No, we're still making cobalt. So see, I need 90 cobalt to make this, which is what, 1 ingot per, basically. Um, but like, it just doesn't produce that quickly. Like, it's really slow. So that's why I almost want to like process all the stone first. See how quick stone processes? Not even a joke. There we go. So if we can get the cobalt processed, then we can make that large storage container. There we go. So we'll let that process. In the meantime, let's talk about this base a little bit. So I'm gonna want, get rid of that. Stairs, light armor blocks, and probably interior wall blocks. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to use the interior wall blocks or not. I don't really care for them myself, but you know, to each their own, I guess. Where's this? Let's see here. I need these to be here. Doesn't matter, I don't have enough iron anyway, apparently. Just out of everything. And this is running, right? Just like without, yeah. Though there's a green light at the top, and if we weren't producing enough power for one reason or another, it would like start blinking, and that would be sad. Oh, this doesn't have enough power, so we do need to, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and build another wind turbine, apparently. They need 8 blocks distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. So I can put one over here. Let's just give me like 2 blocks of space. We'll just come on up. Oops. Dang it. Always do that. Ah, of course. I'm not sure that that would be high enough. Told you, you always need steel plates. Not even funny. Go ahead and let this produce then. Because I got some stuff, I just can't produce anything because reasons. Power reasons. Hopefully, 2 of these will be enough for a while. If not, well, shit. You know? Oh, interior plates. Didn't expect that to need interior plates. And while we're down here, actually, I'm gonna need a battery. And I'm gonna just kind of slap this right there. No. Yeah, so 28 of 80 power cells. So we're gonna work on that. The sooner I can get that back up, the better. Because then, like, when we're not producing anything, then we'll start actually building battery power. That'll help us, like, when we are building things. Perfect. Ooh, that was close. So now I should be able to run both of these. No problems? No problems. Houston, we have 0 problems. Alright. Where were they? Ah, yes, interior plates. I forgot. Perfect. I forgot. You can put the scrap metal in here too. It'll process out, which is good. Helpful. So, I want stairs here, I think. Do I want to go up 1 or 2, you think? It's interesting. That's my computer across the room that showed up at the bottom right there. And it's been on, like, so I don't know why it just was like suddenly like I logged in. Like I was just using that computer a minute ago, so it's been on. I think I want to go up 2, like that. That looks pretty good. Decent height, nothing too crazy. And it'll be, again, over this ledge, which I like. This will put me in a lot of danger. I'm about to run out of hydrogen. Put me in a lot of danger if I get attacked because I'm hanging over a cliff. But, like, it'll look cool. You know, I don't know what to say on that. I'm gonna need more steel plates. That's what I can say on that. You know what I just realized? This is gonna take a long time to process. I'm gonna have to make sure I do that between episodes, is process all this ore. So I think I want like a main facility. So let's do, I'll have an odd number here. So that's 5, right? So in my experience of playing this game, it is much more fun to build things when you pretend like there's a reason to build things. Like if you pretend there's like a crew or like something like that. Because like doing it, I mean, if you want to build it just because you want to build it, then, you know, go at it. But like having like a scenario, a reason that you would need like the things you're building, I feel like it just makes it more exciting. 1, 2, 3. So I want to have like a main area. Like you entered the base. So out here would be, this is gonna be like big vehicle storage out here. Maybe my vehicle printer on this side is what I'm thinking. And then, you know, maybe 1 or 2 large storage crates. Doesn't hold anything too important because they'll be like prime targets for the enemy. And then you can enter the base here to a large like octagonal main area. I don't know if it's going to be an octagon or what. I'm going to try for an octagon. It's 8 sides, right? Octo. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It might actually only be a 7-sided dock. It'll be something. It'll be you know, a shape. It'll be a shape, you know. And it probably won't even be a good octagon, even if it does end up being an octagon. Like 1, 2, 4. Is that one? I want 1 more. And so I'm not good at building things. That's noted in my file, I'm sure. But that should be 5. Ooh. So then it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I should be able to do it again. That should be 5, right? So then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this should line up here. And I'm going to check that before we move on, because if it doesn't, I have to redo it. And I'm going to like fill in the floor anyway, so it doesn't hurt me doing that. Perfect, that lined up. That's awesome. I love it when things work out. So I should be able to do the same thing, whoops, here. And I know like I should go pick that up because like a couple reasons. One, if you don't, or you can get the 1 steel plate back, but I'm only losing 1 steel plate for that, and it's not that big of a deal. But 2, it can cause lag to have a bunch of these little grids hanging around, but I think the trash cleanup should get it. 2. And that should be right. One more. Man, I love it when things come together correctly. That's probably the first time I've ever built something like this, and the shape be the shape I wanted the first time without me having to rebuild the entire thing at least once. Because I'll be honest, as I've said, I did this the first time because I had started this whole series before once, and yeah, totally tried to make this kind of shape. I didn't use the slope blocks last time, and I totally should have, because I feel like it made the whole process a lot easier. So, oop, almost died. That would have sucked. So I think I'm out of steel plates. It's okay, because I was gonna come check this production anyway. See how it's going. It needs more ore. Getting some steel plates. Yep, we're processing cobalt, so that's good. With the cobalt process, like I said, the cobalt just takes so long to process. So there. So I'm kind of liking this pattern design. So that's all steel plates, right? And then we can do like... So this makes it hard because there's no... You can't put something in here. So that's a gap. And it has to be a gap. You don't have a choice. But let's use these. And I want to put like pipes here, I think. This. I don't, like I said, I don't really like the interior wall blocks personally. Just kind of around here maybe. Just kind of circle around with the interior wall blocks. Okay, so that's good. And then let's do, actually here, let's pull the interior wall blocks out. So the interior wall blocks have 3 distinct sides. They have the pipes, and then, oops, too far. And then they have blank and emissive, and these have like a little white line kind of thing on them, which is pretty cool. I want to kind of put this along the outside, like this. I don't know why it wouldn't let me place it there, but... So, this will be these sides. Oh, I know why. That's probably the side of a slope, and they don't have connection points on that side. Okay, and then... So yeah, that's the back of a slope, so you can't put stuff there. It's not connected there, at least. So the good news is these little emissive strips, like if I weld one up real quick, I'm going to need some construction components apparently. That's the thing, I don't like the interior walls because they use construction components and you're a wall. Like, I'm not going to waste construction components, which are used in everything under the sun, for my walls, or in this case floor, you know? I mean, I am obviously doing that, but it's just the concept, you know? I forgot the one I was building. Which one was I building? That one. Of course, I wasted my construction components on the one that I wasn't building. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. This one. There we go. So you can see, like if I turn my lights off, there is like a light from this. So you can kind of see what you're trying to do, or at least where you're trying to go, without your lights on with that way. And then the center here, of course, I'm out of interior plate. Can never, like, not be out of something. I have the largest inventory known to man, and I can still run out of random stuff. Process iron, because I'm gonna need a lot of steel plates and things. It's always something. So, and then these will just be the blank top. So the center part of the room here is just gonna look like this. And again, I'm gonna need interior plates. Dang it. I didn't realize how many interior plates these needed either. When I built my base the first time, I didn't actually get it built in my single player, but when I built my base, when I was just like playing around, relearning the game, I did it in creative mode, so like it was all free. So, you know, it's very different having to pay for things in, you know, resources wise. I need these metal grids to be finished. Yeah, go metal grids, go. So, what is this? Oh yeah, that's the battery. So we got a second power system. I think this looks nice for a good first room. So this is the center. And then what's nice is, so then I can technically have rooms going off in each direction. So this way, I don't know if I can do a diagonal one because I can't like place a door there. This way and that way, and then, you know, you got your down. So what I'm thinking is, because most of the enemy bases are this way can be my command center. This will be like my forward command, where I can control drones and have like weaponry and things like that back in here. And then, since I'm thinking about putting the printer for the ships and stuff here, I think this way would be a good place to put storage and like the processing, and then this way would be good to build like private chambers, like, you know, bedrooms and things like that. Medical bay can go in there, things like that. So that sounds like fun. Oh, I thought it was dead, but it's not. I forgot I turned everything off because I'm special. So what I'm thinking is we end the episode here. I'm going to finish processing all of this ore I mined up. Maybe go and do another trip just to, like, I need to get all of this processed. And I might be missing some things, specifically nickel, because I didn't mine any nickel while I was out. So I might have to go find some nickel, mine it, get all of these components crafted, and then we'll come back, finish this, so that I have somewhere to store resources. And I think we'll actually work on possibly building the printer for ships. Because the ship I want to build is F10. Either this one or this one. And actually, I don't need this one. I don't need those versions because those are me and I'm stupid. This one, atmosphere, this one. And I'm thinking I'm going to go with this one because this one has like some cool features that I really like. This one's nice. It doesn't have stone ejectors though, which I mean I can add, but I don't know. This is it's, I want to say it's pronounced splite, because the E makes the I, so the I sounds splite, right? But I could totally be pronouncing that name wrong. He is who, his workshop on Steam, right there is a link to it, is where I get almost all of this. If it's not Splitsy's, it's his. Like all of these ships that I really like are his. These are missiles, and I haven't got to play with the missiles yet, but I'm worried that I might break something with them, so I'm gonna be careful. So like I said, we're gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna go ahead, process as much ore as possible, get some building materials finished, and we'll come back next time and try and do some more cool stuff. Oh, so yeah, I just need some small steel tubes. Actually, here, we might be able to finish this now. Let's try and finish this now, since I'm so close. I didn't even put small steel tubes in here. Whoops, that's too many. Let's just make 100 of them. Just because I know they're, like, important for a lot of stuff. especially conveyor systems. We need another. Damn, yeah, I'm gonna have to actually craft a couple hundred of them. So let's see. 5 more. Good thing is the small steel tubes don't take very long to craft. Boom! Large cargo container. I can throw all my ore in there. Now I just need to connect this to this, and I think nope, there's not. Dang it! I don't know how I want to do that. I'll probably just temporarily run conveyors from here to there, just like this. Like, it's not gonna look very good, but this is gonna look derpy as heck, but it'll get the job done. There. And now, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of interior plates,
Energy
motors.
low.
Apparently I'm out of energy, because of course. So yeah, so I'll probably craft those up between episodes, because that will give me the ability to hold a lot more stuff, which is nice by itself. Like, and now I don't have to like stand here and click on the ore and stuff to get it into here all the time. I can just let it run, and it should run. So reducing interior plates, no problem. There we go. I need construction components. See, this is what I was talking about. Construction components. You always need construction components. They're literally in everything. I'm a few interior plates short too. Like, you should always just keep like millions of construction components on hand. Not even funny. Can I? There we go. It's like I really couldn't move those. I don't know what was going on. I know I just said that I was going to do this between episodes, but like, I'm so close. I literally just need like 100 construction components and I'm done. I'm so glad I can access this way, even though I kind of feel like you shouldn't be able to, just because of like where it is, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. I need, what, 41 construction components, and we're done. Hey, look at that, 55. That is more than 41. Come on, there we go. And last one. Boom, connected, and everything's up and running. Now this should be processing more ore, and it totally is. Right? Can I get this today? Yeah, I can. That's awesome. So I can put this back there, and it should pull. Yep, there it goes. Look at that. That's awesome. So now I don't have to worry about that anymore, which is awesome. And it also means that the assembler won't get stopped either if it fills its inventory. It'll put them in here. So that's awesome too. So come back next time, now that I got that running. I'll probably go mining between episodes as I discussed, and we'll work on, I think, the 3D printer. I really think that's the next plan of action, is to get that running so that I can make the ships I want. Alright, so until then, I will see you guys next time.